Heyo, it's me, Harper Savage, and today, time to go over what I colored in 2025. Let's see what I colored. Okay, this is in no particular order, it's just by like size and shape. So first, let's go over It's the Little Things by Creative Paula. I colored all these pages in a like 1 hour challenge thingy that Chantel Art started. Be sure to check that video out and watch me have an anxiety attack the whole time. So here we have the nameplate page. There's a lot of white spots. I don't want to dwell too much on this one because these were all rushed. And then we have this flower pot page, and I decided to color one like Chi. What? I forgot to color. Nobody said anything. Oh my god, let's just pretend that didn't happen. I was trying to say, I noticed over time that the markers do tend to like bleed, because I don't think it looked that crazy in the video. I could be wrong. But, you know, they're alcohol markers. They're going to do that with this, like, non-treated paper. Then we have this one. I really liked how this one turned out. I think this is the first one I did in the hour challenge, because I drew the rest of Chi. I think other people liked that idea, too, that I, like, drew behind the glass bottle there. Then we got the mice with the really thick bread. Then we have the birds, the teardrop-shaped birds, and this colorful one. Slash also not colorful at the same time because I was trying to get around coloring everything. There's this one with this little guy, that little face, so silly. Now, because these were all rushed, this is definitely not my best coloring. Okay, this is probably not the best one to start off with, but we did it. Now we have How to Dream Cute and Cozy Coloring Book by Alba Leon. You should check Alba Leon's author page out on Amazon. They have really good stuff. And I believe this is the only page I colored, and I did it during a live stream. I really like how it turned out. It was in alcohol markers. I just really wanted to color in this book that day, so I was like, we're streaming this right now. Again, I really like how this one turned out. Next we have Into the Gardens Bold and Easy Coloring Book by Coco. I have a spiral bound one. I bought it spiral bound. There's a company that spiral binds coloring books that are Amazon printed. Here, you can read it if you want. I think the only downside to the spiral bound is that what they do is they cut the spine off and then they put the coil on here and it goes into like the artwork a little bit. And you're also, obviously, you're paying more money for the coloring book at that point too. But that's something to just keep in mind. It's a cool idea, but if it's not worth the cutoff and the price to you, then obviously don't go for these. But I only colored in the title page. I was like, I really want to color in this book, but I don't really like have an idea, so I figured this was like the safest page to color. Next we have Coloring Cuteness Pusheen Coloring and Activity Book. These ones I actually have marked. We have this page. I think I colored it for Chi's birthday promotion stream. I don't know. Was it a stream? I can't even remember. This was done in paint markers. It's a little wiggly because of how much is on here, and it's all like glittery everywhere. And I also colored the back page. I think I colored this during the stream. These are just like what, water-based markers, it looks like. Nothing too fancy here. I like the color scheme though. And then we have not these pages, but this page here. I actually did a video on this because stuff from this page right here seeped through to here. So I was like, let's cover that up. My next goal is to color this page because there's like a little smudge on this one here. And that is it from the Pusheen book. Next we have Silly Animal by Coco. I don't think they sell this book anymore. And I managed to color in it one time. And it was this little beaver page. I don't know what, I was just like, this is calling to me, let me color it. It looks pretty cute. I tried to blend, but I didn't quite get the right colors to blend good together. I think he's pretty cute though. Next we have Fairy Beauties by Coco. And I colored in this page. This is definitely one of my favorites. I think this is a stream. I'm not 100% sure. I know it was, yeah, beginning of the year. A lot of these are beginning of the year. I was just like, I want to color. And then I kind of fell out of it. My camera has a hard time with this one because of how much stuff is going on, like all the glitter and spots and stuff. I remember mentioning that during the stream, but I still really like this one. This one right here is good too, but this was not from this year. I have like a lot of Coco. We have Cute Witch Stuff by Coco. My book has a bend in it. It came like that, unfortunately. And this was a video where I finished this coloring page because I had started it off camera by myself, thinking I was just gonna chill and color this, and then I didn't like it, so I stopped. And then I was like, let me finish coloring this for a video. I actually have another coloring page that I found as a whip that I never finished coloring. I don't tend to do that where I just don't finish coloring something, but when I do, I turn it into a video. So you might see that coming out soon. Now here we have 2 copies of Flora and Fauna Coloring in Nature's Beauty by Harper Savage. It's me. I have 2 of them because I have an A grade and B grade. For myself in like long form videos, I color in my A grade. For short form videos, I color in my B grade. I don't know why I did it like that, but that's just what I do. I know it's ridiculous to have 2 copies, but here we are. So in the B grade, I colored this one. It's a short that has not been released yet, so you're welcome. Sneak peek. And that's the only thing I colored this year in this one. I do have some yellowing happening here from the markers over here. So that's something to keep in mind when you color with alcohol markers in these Amazon books. They do like bleach or stain the next page over time. And in the A grade, I colored in this cactus page with, oh god, what are these crayons called? Those weird crayon things that like blend together like adult crayons. Gosh, what are they called? I don't remember anymore, but they blend together really nicely, and some are water soluble, some are not. And that's what I colored this page in with. And that is all I colored in my A grade. I did not color a lot in Flora and Fauna this year. Next, we have Foraging in the Wild, Coloring in a Journey by Harper Savage. That is also me. If it wasn't obvious, you can get my books on Amazon. Link is in the description. Shameful self-plug. So this is the B grade. The B grade has a lot more colored in it, so I'll go over that last. The A grade has this fruit page. I didn't put a date on this one. Very strange. I think this was a video. I'm pretty sure all the ones in the A grade were a long form video. Paper Mate, the Paper Mate ones, you know the video. And then I colored this one, the strawberry page. Was it maybe those pencils? The like mechanical colored pencils, you know the ones. I think that's what this was. But I like how this one looks actually. It's not all that bad. And oh, there's one more. Hold up. Oh my god, this is a video you guys haven't seen yet, I think. We have this owl page here. I can't, for the life of me, remember what this is. I just colored it in, like not even a month ago. I can't remember what this is. And I'm kind of convinced that it's not even out as a video yet, so spoilers. You'll just have to find out by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. Okay, so in the B grade is where I colored all my shorts, so a significant amount is already colored in this, and all the shorts for this are already out. We have the title page. I did color this one in order, just so I didn't have to think about it. Where I colored the inside puppy like my first dog, Ren. The outside puppy is my current dog, Peanut. And then we have the nameplate page. Some of this is glittery. Colored the plants like lavenders. Really like how the trees look in this one. And it says colored by us. That's how you can tell it's the one for shorts. And then we have our bottle page. Also has some sparklies to it. And I do have a little story going on in this coloring book if you're wondering. So be sure to check out the shorts if you want me to narrate each page for you. And then we have our supplies page. Another nice color story, in my opinion. This is all alcohol marker, wasn't obvious. Then our goldfish koi pond with a mischievous cat page. Now I did have to re-outline the cat because it was blending in too much to the background. Because I decided on a gray cat. Later, I was like, why didn't I do an orange cat to match the orange fish? But too late now, right? I think there's a little bit of glitter. Yeah, there's a little bit of shine to this page too. Then we have the fruit page. Oh, this page is done in paint marker. So it's one of the few that was paint marker instead of alcohol marker. And I really like the extra sparkles I added. I kind of wish I had done it to the page, you know, in general, because it looks really naked without all the sparkles. Then we have our kiwi page. I think I colored them a little bit dark, but it's kind of realistic at the same time. Then we got the star fruit. I tried to use like the colorless blender to kind of pick up the color to make stars and like an outline around the plant to make the branch pop out, but the outline around the plant kind of just like disappeared, but the stars are still there. And then we have a cool bottle mushroom page. Now, this one was funny because my Poscas, yes, the Posca exploded. Again, with the Poscas exploding, I feel like it keeps coming up. Okay, so we had the glitter one explode. It was the blue glitter one, I believe, exploded over here because it's like here and here, like it got everywhere. And then I'm like, okay, I'll fix it up. I'll try to patch up the blue explosion with a pink paint marker. And then that exploded in the same spot. So it was funny in the short, but it was like really infuriating at the time. But in the end, I think it does look pretty good still. It's not super obvious without me pointing it out, but I still can see it. But I do like the colors, the pink and the blue, and the teal. Looks pretty good together. Then we have this page. It's called Path. This was like in Inktober that I turned into a coloring page. There's quite a few where I turned an Inktober into a coloring page because that's what I have in mind when I do like long challenges is, can I make this into a coloring page or print later on? So that's where my mind is always at when I do these. I don't love how bright the yellow path is. I wish I had picked out like duller colors, but like the whole thing kind of looks a little neon because the path is so bright. And I shaded it with orange instead of like another yellow. But I think it's okay. It's not my best work. Then we have the truffles page. This is a painted turtle. I actually have a pet painted turtle. His name is Truffles. That's what I mean when I say this is the truffles page. This was originally done in paint markers without any like outlines like this. And then I made it into a coloring page, and I like both versions equally. My paint marker one was neon colors because I had just gotten a bunch of like neon paint markers at the time. Do I have that? Can I pull it out? Here it is. So I have the neon version and then, you know, the cool natural color version. I like both of them a lot. I did this in 2022. I guess I should mention all the fruit pages were also like paint marker ones that I turned into coloring pages. I only was remembered because I saw this. And then we have our meadow, I think it was meadow page. This was in Inktober as well, I believe. This one actually originally was square. I had to add on to it. And I do like the moths. I think the colors, like when I was like blotching down the brown spread too much. There's supposed to be more yellow showing in the meadow moths. And then we have the foxglove hummingbird page. I don't super love this page. I feel like it's too dark, but also I kind of feel like the hummingbirds are kind of lost. Like if I were to redesign this page, I probably wouldn't have the hummingbirds in it at all, but it's there. It's, you know, in the final. Can't do nothing about it now. Then we have our peach page. I colored in very pastel, dull colors and put sparkly background. Oh, and then we have the plum page, which is very bold colors. I know some people were terrified when I was coloring the plums because I was laying the colors down so dark. But when it all blended together, it was like, ooh, it actually looks like a plum. Like, you don't have any faith in me, I see. I do wish the outline around it had shown up better. I don't know what was wrong with the paint marker because it's like faded in some spots. But I remember it going down like that didn't happen over time. And that's all I colored in my B grade of Foraging in the Wild. Now let's count up how many pages I did this year. So the number comes in at 32. I think that's actually quite good considering how I didn't feel like I colored at all this year. I kind of colored at the front of the year, and the only other coloring I did was for my shorts, which were all in this one here. So I don't think that's bad, but I'm hoping this year I'll be able to color more, maybe do some more coloring book content in general, because I do have quite a bit of coloring books, and they're not getting much use just sitting on the shelf looking at me all day. But that is going to be it for me today. If you guys want to check out everything I colored in 2024, you can tap the thumbnail here. Want to catch up on anything you missed, you can tap the thumbnail here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the cool YouTube things of commenting, liking, subscribing, and turning on that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!